Imagine stepping into a garden where every corner is a burst of color, where each flower seems to dance in harmony with its surroundings. Picture a world where hues of red, yellow, and blue intertwine to create a captivating spectacle of nature's artistry. This is the realm of color theory in gardening, a fascinating concept that blends the principles of art with the beauty of nature. In this journey, we'll delve into the secrets behind creating stunning color palettes that transform your garden into a living masterpiece. We'll explore how the strategic placement of plants can create a symphony of color, captivating the senses and bringing joy to every moment spent in your outdoor oasis. From understanding the dynamics of the color wheel to mastering the art of combining hues, get ready to embark on a vibrant adventure. This is the magic of color theory in gardening, where careful selection and placement of plants can elevate your outdoor oasis into a work of art. To begin our journey, it's important to lay the foundation of color theory, starting with the basics. Color theory is a fascinating world that can seem complex, but it all boils down to three simple building blocks: primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. Primary colors are the parents of all other colors. They are red, blue, and yellow. They can't be made by mixing other colors, but they can be combined to create a whole spectrum of hues. Now mix two primary colors together, and you get a secondary color. Blend red and yellow and you'll get orange. Combine yellow and blue and you'll have green. Mix blue and red and you'll create purple. These are your secondary colors: orange, green, and purple. But the color wheel doesn't stop there. If we mix a primary color with its neighboring secondary color, we get a tertiary color. For example, mixing red with orange gives us red-orange, a tertiary color. So, how does this apply to gardening? Well, a garden is a canvas and plants are the paint. By understanding these color basics, you can create a garden with hues that either blend harmoniously or contrast dramatically depending on your vision. Consider the fiery reds and oranges of autumn leaves against a clear blue sky, or the tranquil harmony of a field of yellow sunflowers under the summer sun. Each of these scenes uses the principles of color theory, whether consciously or not. The key is to remember that colors don't exist in isolation. They interact with each other and the environment around them. A bright red rose will look different against a backdrop of green leaves compared to a backdrop of blue hydrangeas. Light, shadow, and texture also play a part in how we perceive color, making the world of color theory even more intriguing. With these basics in mind, you're on your way to making informed choices that will add a touch of magic to your garden. So, let's continue our journey and explore how to create harmonious color combinations in the next scene. Now that we've laid the foundation, it's time to dive into the art of combining colors to create harmonious compositions. Take a moment to imagine a rainbow, a perfect, natural illustration of the color spectrum. This spectrum is a gardener's palette, and with it, we can paint our gardens with breathtaking beauty. Let's explore how to do this with different color combinations. First, we have analogous colors, which are neighbors on the color wheel. Picture a serene garden filled with shades of blue, purple, and pink. These colors sit side by side on the wheel, and together they create a tranquil, calming atmosphere. Analogous color schemes are wonderfully soothing and make for a garden that's a peaceful retreat from the hustle and bustle of daily life. But what if we want a little more drama? That's where complementary colors come into play. Situated opposite each other on the color wheel, these colors create a striking contrast. Think of a field of red poppies against a backdrop of lush green foliage. The red and green, being complementary colors, create a vivid, dynamic display that's impossible to ignore. For a more complex palette, we can turn to triadic color schemes. These involve three colors evenly spaced on the color wheel. Imagine a garden filled with red roses, yellow marigolds, and blue delphiniums. It's a vibrant, balanced scene that's sure to captivate any onlooker. And let's not forget split complementary schemes. This involves choosing a base color, then using the two colors adjacent to its complement. Picture a garden with orange flowers, flanked by blue-green and blue-violet blossoms. It's a stunning combination that offers high contrast without the tension of a standard complementary scheme. By mastering these techniques, you can craft palettes that reflect your personal style and vision, transforming your garden into an enchanting oasis. With a keen understanding of color theory, you have the power to create a garden that's not just a collection of plants, but a masterpiece of color and harmony. So go ahead, let your creativity bloom and paint your garden with the colors of your dreams. Opening. As the seasons change, so too can the mood of your garden. Every season brings with it a new palette of colors, each evoking a unique mood and emotion. The vibrant hues of spring, The lush greens of summer, the warm tones of autumn, and the stark contrasts of winter all lend themselves to creating dynamic, ever-changing spaces. The magic of color theory in gardening is that it allows us to tap into these seasonal shifts, using them to our advantage to set the mood we desire. Spring, with its burst of fresh growth and bloom, offers a palette of bright, energetic colors. The vivid yellows, pinks, and purples can bring a sense of joy, renewal, and vitality to your garden. As we move into summer, the colors deepen. Rich blues, fiery oranges, and deep greens dominate, evoking a sense of abundance and vibrancy. These colors can make your garden feel lush, warm, and inviting, a perfect sanctuary for lazy summer afternoons. Autumn, on the other hand, paints the landscape in a warm, earthy palette. The reds, oranges, and yellows of fall foliage can create a cozy, comforting atmosphere, reflecting the season of harvest and gratitude. And then, there's winter. Though often associated with dormancy and stillness, winter too has its colors. The stark whites of snow, the pale blues of icy mornings, and the deep greens of evergreens can create a serene, tranquil mood, a quiet beauty that can be as captivating as any spring bloom. The key to seasonal transitions is understanding how colors can evoke different emotions, and using this knowledge to create dynamic spaces that evolve with the shifting seasons. By carefully selecting and placing plants, you can create a garden that not only looks beautiful, but also feels in tune with the rhythms of nature. A garden that changes, grows, and evolves, just like the seasons themselves. Closing. Whether you prefer the vibrant hues of spring or the warm tones of autumn, you can harness the power of color to enhance the beauty of each season. To conclude our journey, we're going to share some practical tips and tricks for implementing color theory in your own garden. Firstly, choosing the right plants is key. Not all plants are created equal when it comes to color. Some offer vibrant, intense hues, while others provide more subtle, muted tones. When selecting plants, consider the color of their blooms, but also their foliage, bark, and fruits. Remember, color can be found in unexpected places. Moreover, keep in mind the light conditions in your garden. Different colors respond in different ways to light. Bright colors like reds and yellows can stand up well to strong sunlight, while more delicate hues such as blues and purples may shine better in shade. Experiment with different combinations to see what works best in your garden's unique environment. Next, don't forget about texture. Texture can add depth and interest to your garden and can greatly enhance the impact of color. Think about how the glossy leaves of a camellia contrast with the velvety petals of a rose, or how the coarse bark of a pine contrasts with the smooth surface of a pebble. By combining different textures, you can create a garden that is visually interesting and engaging. Also, remember that color doesn't have to be static. With careful planning, you can design a garden that evolves throughout the year, offering a changing spectacle of colors. Consider plants that bloom at different times or whose foliage changes color with the seasons. This way your garden will never be boring and will always be full of surprises. Lastly, don't be afraid to experiment and break the rules. While color theory can provide a useful framework, the most important thing is that you enjoy your garden. If you love a particular combination of colors, go for it. Gardening is a creative process, and there's no right or wrong way to do it. With these tools, you are well equipped to bring your vision to life and transform your garden into a work of art. As we come to the end of our exploration, we invite you to embark on your own color-filled adventure in gardening. We've journeyed together through the fundamentals of color theory, unraveling the secrets of primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. We've dived into the art of blending hues to create harmonious combinations, and discovered how to use color to set the mood, reflecting the changing seasons in our outdoor spaces. We've armed you with practical tips and tricks to consider factors like light and texture, and choose the right plants to bring your vision to life. Now it's your turn. Take what you've learned, let your imagination run wild, and paint your garden with the most captivating palette. Let every corner of your outdoor space tell a story, stir an emotion, and be a testament to your creativity. Join us in our quest to design stunning palettes that transform outdoor spaces into works of art.